Next is nitrito. This is ONO. Prefix is nitrito. Suffix is nothing. Alright. Ester, acidamide, cyanide, isocyanide, amine, imine, nitro, nitrito, and so on, etc., etc. Many other functional groups are there. So I rub this. Do a copy of this. Now, nomenclature of different organic compounds, and the first is nomenclature of saturated hydrocarbon. Nomenclature of saturated hydrocarbon. Okay. So now there are certain rules to give the name of saturated hydrocarbon, and these rules are, that is rules. First is, that is longest main chain rule. Longest main chain rule. Longest main chain rule. In this longest main chain rule, write down the bit 1. A chain is considered to be the longest main chain. A chain is considered to be as the longest main chain, which contains more number of carbon atom. Which contains more number of carbon atom. A chain is considered to be as the longest main chain, which contains more number of carbon atom. Like for example, suppose we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This chain is having 5 carbon atoms. But this chain or this chain will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carbon atoms. Of course, the chain which contains more number of carbon atoms will be considered as the longest main chain. So either this chain or this chain will be considered as the longest main chain. Right? Either this chain or this chain will be considered as the longest main chain, because this chain contains more number of carbon atoms while this chain contains less number of carbon atoms. So the chain which contains more number of carbon atoms will be considered as the longest main chain. Then second bit. If two chains are there with the same number of carbon atom, then the chain which contains more number of branch, will be considered as the longest main chain. The chain which contains more number of branch will be considered as the longest main chain. Let's say we have this chain. In this we have two chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same number of carbon atom in two chains. But if this chain is having one more number of branch, now see, this chain if we consider, there is only one branch. If this chain will be considered, there are two branches. So the chain which contains more number of branch will be considered as longest main chain. So this chain will be considered as longest main chain. Alright. Then third possibility is what? Two chains are present with the same number of carbon atoms, same number of branch. Then what to do? Then the chain which contains more number of branch and lowest sum of the position of the branch, they will be considered as the longest main chain. Alright, if everything is same, then any chain will be considered as the longest main chain. So write down, if two chain contains same number of carbon atoms, same number of branch. If two chain contains same number of carbon atoms, same number of branch, then the chain which contains lowest sum of the positions of their branch will be considered as the longest main chain. Now let's say we have this example. In this chain and this chain will have same number of carbon atom. This chain will have 1, 2, 3 branch. And if this chain will have 1, 2, 3 branch. Now which chain will be considered as longest main chain? See now, on this chain there is, if we numbering, we give from this side, second and third position branch is there. Over here, third position branch is there. So if we do the summation, 2 plus 3 plus 4. So this chain will have 2 plus 3 plus 4. This chain will have 3 plus 3 plus 4. So 3 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4 is 9. So which chain will have the lowest sum of their positions? This chain will have the lowest sum of their positions. So this chain will be considered as the longest main chain. Alright. Okay. Now, two chains, one with less number of carbon atom, other is with more number of carbon atom. Then the chain which contains more number of carbon atom will be longest main chain. Now, two chains with same number of carbon atom, then the chain which contains more number of branch will be considered as the longest main chain. Next is, two chains are there with same number of carbon atoms, same number of branch. Then what to do? Then the chain which contains lowest sum of the positions of their branch will be considered as the longest main chain. So this will have 2 plus 3 plus 4, that is the sum is 9. Over here, so 3 plus 3 plus 4, sum is 10. So this chain will be considered as the longest main chain. Alright. Then second rule is there. What is that? Second rule. That is, this is what? Longest main chain rule. So now from the given structure, we will be able to identify longest main chain. Then from the longest main chain to the longest main chain, next is numbering system. We should give the numbering, alright, from the corresponding side in the chain. So next is numbering rule. Numbering rule. If we give the numbering rule, how to give the numbering rule? See now. So again, the bit number 1. Numbering must be given from the sides through which branch or substituent appears at the earliest position. Branch or substituent appears at the earliest position. Branch or substituent appears at the earliest position. And this is known as least locant rule. This is known as least locant rule. In any circumstances, least locant rule is not violated. So this is known as least locant rule. What is that? Numbering must be given from the sides through which branch or substituent appears at the earliest position of carbon atom. In any circumstances, this rule should not be violated. Suppose we give the numbering of this particular structure. Over here, see, if this is the main chain, either of these two, you can consider as a main chain. So in the main chain, this one or this one, if we give the numbering from this side, 1, 2, 3, third position will have one branch ethyl. From this side, if we give the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at fifth position there will be ethyl. So what is the preference side? This one. So numbering must be given from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. So numbering must be given by following list locant rule. Alright. So in any circumstances, this rule should not be violated. Next bit is, if from both the sides at the same position branch appears, then what to do? So next bit is, if from both the sides of the main chain two different branches are present, from both the sides of the main chain, two different branches are present, then the sides through which alphabetically preferential branch appears at the earliest position of carbon atom, then the sides through which alphabetically preferential branch appears at the earliest position of carbon atom, numbering is given from that side. What does it mean? Suppose this is a structure, at this side we have ethyl and at this side we have methyl. So now in this chain, let's say from this side we are giving numbering 1, 2, 3, third position we have ethyl. From this side we are giving 1, 2, 3, third position we have methyl. So from both the sides of the main chain, alright, branch appears at the third position. But at one place, at third position there is ethyl and other side, third position and there is methyl. So ethyl and methyl, alphabetically how we can give the preference? According to the name of first letter of their name. So this is ethyl, starts from E, methyl starts from M. So E comes first, then E comes first earlier than M. So numbering must be given from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, if from both the sides of the main chain, alright, at the same position branch appears, then what to do? Then the sides through which alphabetically preferential branch appears at the earliest position of carbon atom, numbering must be given from that side. So we did that. Next bit is, if same branch appears at the same position from either side, then what to do? So write down. If same branch appears at the same position from either side of the chain, main chain, either side of the main chain, then numbering must be given. From the sides through which some of the positions of branch or substituent will be listed. And this rule is known as lowest sum rule. Like for example, see, this is the main chain, and at this main chain, over here methyl, at this place methyl, along with that over here 2 methyl and over here 2 methyl. Okay. Alright, so now see, from this side, 1, 2, second position methyl, from this side, second position methyl. So we are not able to differentiate the side according to this methyl. Then what to do? If we give the numbering from this side, we see the sum of the positions of the branch. From this side, see the sum of the positions of the branch. Whichever the side will have lowest sum of the positions of their branch, alright, that side is the preferential side for their numbering. So let it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we give the numbering from this side, so the positions lower, some of the positions of their branches, 2 plus, 3 plus, 3 plus, 6 plus, 6 plus, 8. If we give numbering from this side, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from this side, then some of their positions are 2 plus, 4 plus, 4 plus, 7 plus, 7 plus, 2 plus, 4 plus, 4 plus, 7 plus, 7 plus, 8. So see now, 2, 2, same, 3 and 4, difference is of 1, then 6, 6, difference is of 1, then 8 is cancelled. Of course, this sum is more than this sum, so this side is preferential side. This side is not preferential. So numbering must be given from this side itself. Alright? Okay? So that is the lowest sum and the numbering rule. Now after numbering, third is naming rule. Naming rule. Okay? So now in this case, bit number 1. Name of prefix must be written first, followed by the name of root word, followed by the name of root word, then the name of primary suffix, then the name of primary suffix. Second point. Second bit. Name of prefix must be written by mentioning their positions. By mentioning their positions. By mentioning their positions. Next point. If more than one similar branch appears in the main chain, if more than one similar branch appears in the main chain, then their number must be given by using di, tri, tetra, etc. Then the number must be given by using di, tri, tetra, etc. Okay. Next bit. Their positions are separated through comma. And the prefix name with their positions are separated through hyphen. Prefix names are separated through hyphen. Okay. Like for example, see. Suppose we want to give the name of this compound. The name of this compound. First of all, you write the prefix name of root word. Then you write the name of primary suffix. Then, since secondary suffix is not there, directly you should write prefix. See, the root word, what is their number of carbon atom in the main chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the root word name is oct. Primary suffix, all are singly bonded, so name is written as N. Now remaining other things are prefix. If other things are prefix, at second, this numbering is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this. So second and third position 2-methyl group is there. So 2, 3 dimethyl. There is a way to separate them. And since we have not discussed yet about the complex branch, so we will make it as simple branch as ethyl. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the fourth position now we have this branch containing 1 and 2 carbon. Numbering of the branch must be given from the nearest positions of the carbon to the main chain. So this is nearest position of this chain with this main chain. So 4 ethyl, fourth position we have a chain, we have a branch which is containing 2 carbon atom, that is called as ethyl. So the name of this compound will become, now we'll add all this name in the sequence, prefix, root word, primary suffix. So 2, 3 dimethyl and 4 ethyl. If we write the name, so E comes before M. So we should compare this E and M, alright, because this is primary prefix, this will become secondary prefix. So according to the preference, primary prefix, secondary prefix, tertiary prefix, like that. And this preference of prefix is given according to the alphabetical order of the letter of their first name, first letter of their name, that is ethyl E and methyl M. This D should not be compared because di, tri, tetra, all these are their number. So D should not be compared. Their E is compared with M. So E comes before M. Therefore, this is the first of all, this prefix is to be written. Then after this, then after octane. So the complete name of this structure will be 4-ethyl without space 2, 3 dimethyl octane. So this is called as one word name. Because in word, when we are writing word, letters are not being separated by space. Therefore, this is called as one word name. So their name becomes 4-ethyl 2, 3 dimethyl octane. Alright. Now, suppose we give the name of this compound. So again, at third position we have ethyl. So this is very simple. 3-ethyl heptane is the name of this compound. If we'll give the name of this compound at this position 3-ethyl and 5-methyl. So ethyl comes first, then methyl. So 3-ethyl, 5-methyl heptane is the name of this compound. Now, if we give the name of this compound, see now, second position 1-methyl, third position 2-methyl, sixth position 2-methyl, eighth position 1-methyl. How many total methyl? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll write their name with their positions. 2, 3, 3, 6, 6, 8. How many? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 means hexa. What is this hexa? Methyl. 6 times we have methyl at the respective 2, 3, 3, 6, 6, 8 position. Hexamethyl nonane is the name of this compound. Alright. I hope you understood how to give the name of saturated hydrocarbon. Alright, with simple branch. So in today up to this, remaining we'll discuss about the complex branching name and the nomenclature of unsaturated hydrocarbon. The next video. Thank you very much. Thank you.